So let's have a look at this question here. And this question two is on paragraph summary. The paragraph is given here to us, and we have to pick the option that best captures the author's position. So these are the four options given here. And let's read the paragraph. It says production and legitimation of scientific knowledge can be approached from a number of perspectives, right? So this is what the paragraph says, that production and legitimation of scientific knowledge can be approached from a number of perspectives. To study knowledge production from the sociology of professions perspective would mean a focus on the institutionalization of a body of knowledge. So the author says that the production and legitimation of scientific knowledge can be approached from a number of perspectives. So production of knowledge can be approached from a number of perspectives. To study knowledge production from the sociology of professions perspective would mean to focus on the institutionalization of the body of knowledge. The professions approach informed earlier research on managerial occupation, business schools, and management knowledge. So the author seems to be speaking about a particular approach, and then he says it, however, tends to reify institutional power structures in its understanding of the links between knowledge and authority. Knowledge production is restricted in the perspective to the selected members of the professional community, most notably to the university faculties and professional colleges. Power is understood as a negative mechanism which prevents the non-professional actors from offering their ideas and information as legitimate knowledge. Now see, look at what is happening here. It says production and legitimation of scientific knowledge can be approached from a number of perspectives. To study knowledge production from the sociology of professions perspective would mean a focus on the institutionalization of a body of knowledge. So if you are producing knowledge, and that knowledge is produced only by professionals, that means you are basically institutionalizing the whole body of knowledge. The professions approach informed earlier research. Informed basically means helped. So the professions approach helped earlier research on these kind of things. So these are some of the basically the positivities of the professions approach to knowledge. It however tends to reify institutional power structures in its understanding of the links between knowledge and authority. So it says to reify basically means to concentrate power in the hands of few. Knowledge production is restricted in the perspective of the selected members of the professional community, most notably to the university faculties and professional colleges. So if knowledge production is solely done from the profession's perspective, that knowledge production is restricted to the selected members. And who are these members? The professors of university faculties and professional colleges. And power is understood as a negative mechanism, because if you are producing knowledge and that knowledge is produced only by a select few people, that means you are basically concentrating power in the hands of select few people. And that is what the author says. Power is understood as a negative mechanism which prevents the non-professional actors from offering their ideas and information as a legitimate knowledge. So production of knowledge is taking place only from the profession's perspective, in the sense that if knowledge is being produced about a particular topic, that knowledge is being produced only by a few people who are working in the universities and the professional colleges. Though it might be good, it is actually understood as a negative mechanism. Why? Because it prevents the other non-professional actors from offering their ideas. So you are basically concentrating power in the hands of very few people, because knowledge is power. That's the reason it says power is understood as a negative mechanism. And why power? Because the whole action of producing knowledge is concentrated in the hands of the university faculties and the professional colleges, without allowing the non-professional people from coming and participating. That is the whole paragraph all about. So let's look at it. It says professions approach aims at the institutionalization of knowledge, but it restricts knowledge production as a function of select few. Yes, it is restricting knowledge production as what? As a function of select few. Why? Because others cannot participate. So one looks good. The study of knowledge production can be done through many. No, it cannot be done through many perspectives. This is an inference you are getting from the paragraph. The paragraph is not about inference. The paragraph is about capturing the essence of the text. And the essence is that professions approach aims at institutionalization of knowledge, but it restricts production to the hands of few people. Here you are saying the study of knowledge production can be done. It can be done indeed, but that is not what the author is saying. The author seems to be saying that if you go with the production of knowledge by a select few, then what exactly is? So here you say professions approach aims at why professions approach? Because institutionalization basically means only universities and colleges can produce knowledge. The others cannot come into it, and this is what the whole paragraph seems to be talking about. So this is more of an inference rather than the main idea of the paragraph. Professions approach focuses on the creation of institutions of higher education and disciplines to promote. What about restrictions? The option 3 is not speaking about the restrictions, that it does not allow the other people to come and participate in the production of knowledge. And fourth one says the professions approach has been one of the most read. Again, the problem is that it is not talking about the author's other perspective, which is it is not allowing others to come and participate. So the knowledge production as a function of select few, which is there in option 1, is one of the main ideas of the paragraph and has not come in any of the other options, and therefore one is the best choice and the right answer.